rise loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Proud of the days on its run. For wherever we go, you'll always know that the army goes rolling along.
All right, folks, give me a second here while I get everything ready to go. We already have footage from inside the venue where President Trump is going to be speaking regarding the global coalition to defeat ISIS. So that's what this is about, folks. Defeating ISIS. Global coalition, a bunch of countries are in presence, and President Trump is going to be delivering a speech. So give me a second as I put it up on your screen. We already have footage for you folks. So please share this live stream on social media like always. That's the best way to help out Golden State Times is by sharing this live stream on Facebook and Twitter and Gab and Reddit and all of those social media sites. Most of the time, YouTube does not send notifications, so that's why we hope that you guys help us by sharing this live stream. So if you do on Twitter or on Facebook, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your continued support. This is live footage from the State Department where the president is going to deliver a speech at the meeting of the ministers of the Global Coalition to Defeat ISIS. This is in Washington, D.C., folks. And as you guys can see, a lot of countries are represented by their ministers. So make sure you guys stay tuned and please share the live stream. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's pretty good up there.
All right, folks. So if you guys share the live stream on Twitter or on Facebook, I'm going to give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for all of your hard work and support sharing the live stream, folks. So let me see if there's anybody sharing the live stream right now so I can give a couple shout outs here. Let's see. We have Boren Calling. Thank you so much for your share on social media. Thank you so much. We also have JP. Thank you so much, JP, for your support. Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle, for your support and sharing the live stream. US Made 100. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Lil Tiger Lil. Thank you so much for your share on social media. Maximilian, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Karen Kelly, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Let's see, who else do we have here, folks? The president should be coming out in just a few minutes as he's going from the White House to the State Department. So you're going to be able to see it in just a few minutes. Thank you so much, everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. Like always, that's the best way to help us, folks. That's the best way for us to continue operation here on YouTube is by sharing the live stream. So anyone else that is sharing the live stream on Facebook or Twitter, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your support. Thank you so much. A patriot on the chat says, you know what? I just stuck my head out the window and said, go watch Golden State Times. That's a very good way of doing it. I like that. I like the way you think. You think out of the box, and that's very good. But, you know, if you want to share it through text message, through email, just tell people about us. That's a very good way of helping us out, too. And like always, we're very much appreciated whichever way you guys help us by sharing the live streams, the videos, and stuff like that. Just because of you folks. We do it for you. And our main motive is for you to watch this as if you were our guest. If you guys were like right next to us and saying, you know what, you guys are you that are watching, that are subscribed, that, you know, tune into our live streams and videos, you guys are our plus one. You guys are our guest. And we want to make it seem for you folks that you guys are in attendance to all of these events. Don't forget, you are our plus one. All right, folks. So yes, we do want to confirm that there is going to be a Trump rally in El Paso, Texas on the 11th of this month. We're going to be there live. We're going to be streaming it live for you folks. So make sure you guys stay tuned. It's going to happen this next Monday, I believe the 11th. And we're going to be streaming it live from Texas. So yes, there is a Trump rally, the very first Trump rally of 2019. But don't think it's going to be the last, folks, because campaigning starts a little bit after July. So around July, August is when the president is going to start campaigning for 2020. The president is going to be going all over the country. Most likely this year, there's going to be, I don't know, I'm close to maybe 40, 50 rallies. Next year, there's going to be hundreds of rallies all over the country. So make sure you guys stay tuned because we're going to be there for every single one of them live for you folks. So stay tuned here at Golden State Times. We are here for you and no one else. All right, folks, as you guys can see, it's very noisy in this room. So let me turn it down just a little bit because it's really noisy. All right, so we have a bunch of patriots sharing the live stream. Thank you so much once again, because this is the only way that we stay live here on YouTube is by patriots sharing this live stream and our videos that we upload and future streams and stuff like that. So thank you so much to Ms. B. And also to Bill Simpson, Yana, North America Watch. We also have Joanna, OTQVV. Thank you so much. Steve, Whitack, Randy. Let's see who else we have on here. Lil Tiger Lil. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not, but thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Shelby, Sandra, YT Tack, Michael, and then we also have the last Mohican. D Monarch De Leon, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Thomas and Izzy and Chris and Liam Mom, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We have Craig and Baran, and I think that's it. JP, thank you so much for sharing the live stream, and I think that's it for right now. But if you guys share the live stream on Facebook or on Twitter, we'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you. We have Nilo, and we also have Lisa. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. We have Spirit Voyage, and I think that's it. All right, folks. So thank you so much to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. If I missed your name, I apologize, but I will give it, once I find it, I'll retweet it and I'll give it a little heart on it from Twitter, or I'll repost it on Facebook as a thank you for your support. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program will resume shortly.
All right, folks, 5-minute warning, folks, 5-minute warning. The guy in the crappy microphone said everybody sit down and get ready because it's about to begin. The President of the United States is en route, and he should be arriving at the State Department in just a few minutes as he comes out and delivers his speech to the ministers from all around the world of the global coalition to defeat ISIS. So basically all the countries, you see the flags in the background, they're all in presence of the president's speech that should start in just a few minutes. So please share this live stream. If you already shared it, thank you. Also, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. The thumbs up button is very important, folks, because it forces YouTube to share this with more people, and that way they get to see what the president has to say. So it's very important to click the thumbs up button because it forces YouTube to show this to more people on the platform. And we want to make sure that everybody sees this, as many people as possible see this. So don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Thank you so much.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Secretary of State Michael R. Pompeo.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see you again. You've heard from me plenty already today, so it's someone else's turn to get a chance to speak with you, a very important person. The Commander-in-Chief and I have a strong working relationship when it comes to fighting terrorism, conducting all other aspects of America's foreign policy. And one thing I must say I love about the President's approach to ISIS is that he doesn't downplay the threat. He's not comparing the threat from Islamist terror to falls in bathtubs or to gun violence. He knows it's a fundamentally different threat in nature and in kind. Another thing I like is that President Trump doesn't waste any time, and he won't waste yours today either. He has said from the moment he first took office that he was alarmed and appalled at how very dominant ISIS was now 2 years ago. So he directed us, and he rolled up his sleeves. We got to work changing that map, dismantling the so-called caliphate, shrinking its influence, and liberating innocents from the terror group's savagery and slavery. Thanks to his leadership, our armed forces, our allies in the global coalition, and local partners, the map has changed over the last 2 years. And ISIS is now the one that's seeing red. President Trump said last night in his message to the nation in the State of the Union that ISIS territorial caliphate is virtually defeated. But he's also made clear that we're ready to come back in full force if ISIS reorganizes and reemerges. You'll get to hear more from him now. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming the President of the United States, President Donald Trump. President of the United States, President Donald Trump.
Thank you very much, Mike, and you are doing a spectacular job. I say that on behalf of many people. It's an honor to be here today at the State Department among so many distinguished diplomats and others representing the nations of the global coalition to defeat ISIS. Together we comprise 74 countries and 5 international institutions, all united in the fight against this vile terrorist organization. And vile they are. I want to thank Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan. Patrick, stand up. You've been doing a fantastic job. We appreciate it. Thank you. Ambassador James Jeffrey. Thank you. Thank you. And all of our coalition members here today for their enduring commitment to defeating ISIS in the Middle East and around the world. In January 2017, only 2 years ago, ISIS had a vast amount of territory in Syria and Iraq. When I became president, I said, I want to see what they have. And I looked, and it was a mess. It was a lot. When I took office, one of my very first acts was to go to the Pentagon and ask them to produce and show me a plan to defeat ISIS. Under the new approach we developed, we empowered our commanders in the field, enabled our partners on the ground, and directly confronted ISIS's wicked ideology. And we're doing that today, except in even greater numbers. As a result, as I noted in my State of the Union address yesterday, the United States military, our coalition partners, and the Syrian Democratic Forces have liberated virtually all of the territory previously held by ISIS in Syria and Iraq. It should be formally announced sometime, probably next week, that we will have 100% of the caliphate. But I want to wait for the official word. I don't want to say it too early. Over the past 2 years, we have retaken more than 20,000 square miles of land. We have secured one battlefield, and we've had victory after victory after victory and retaken both Mosul and Raqqa. We have eliminated more than 60-mile high-value ISIS leaders, so we have if you look at the ISIS leaders of the 60 top, we've eliminated almost every one of them. Now, they reform, we know that, but they're having a hard time reforming, and I wouldn't say it's a great job to have because of us. It's not exactly, hopefully, will not be a sought-after occupation. More than 100 other top ISIS officials have been eliminated, and tens of thousands of ISIS fighters are gone. They're gone. Together, we have freed more than 5 million civilians from the grip of these bloodthirsty killers. And you know the killers they are. You see it. And we used to see it to an extent we couldn't believe, where our people and our friends and our allies, in many cases, people whose parents I've gotten to know, had to wear the orange uniform prior to you know what. We don't want to see those scenes anymore. Thanks to the global coalition, including all of you here today, and to our other partners, the ISIS caliphate has been decimated. Nobody thought it was possible to do it this quickly. 3 weeks ago, I was in Iraq, and I was talking to some of our great generals, and I gave them the absolute go-ahead. I said, go at it. How long will it take? Once you get started, he said, sir, 1 week. I said, where did that come from, 1 week? And he meant it. And it's about a week since they really got going, and they'll be informing us very soon, officially, that it's 100%. ISIS can no longer claim widespread ownership over local governments in Syria and Iraq. Now, you're always going to have people. They'll be around. They're sick. They're demented. But you're going to have them no matter how well we do militarily. You can't do better than we've done militarily, but you will have people that will be around, and we'll search them out, and you'll search them out, and we'll find them. And hopefully they won't be around very long. They can no longer extract natural resources because they no longer control the land or the area. They can no longer tax the citizens in that area because they no longer have that area, or steal ancient artifacts or destroy ancient artifacts as they've been doing. They've really been set back. We're working very hard on the internet. For a period of time, they used the internet better than we did. They used the internet brilliantly, but now it's not so brilliant. And now the people on the internet that used to look up to them and say how wonderful and brilliant they are not thinking of them as being so brilliant because they've been decimated. They can no longer control schools to impose their vicious ideology on young children. Critically, ISIS also now lacks a significant territorial base from which to launch terrorist attacks against other countries, recruit foreign fighters, and spread havoc across the region. Their land is gone. It's a big factor. Their land is gone. This afternoon, I want to applaud the outstanding men and women of the United States military, credible people, for their remarkable skill and precision throughout this entire campaign. Now, as countries in the region and across our coalition step up their commitments, and we continue to destroy the remnants, that's all they have, remnants, but remnants can be very dangerous. Have to remember that. A remnant can be very dangerous. But we have remnants of ISIS. We look forward to giving our brave warriors in Syria a warm welcome back home. Rest assured, we will do what it takes to defeat every ounce and every last person within the ISIS madness and defend our people from radical Islamic terrorism. I commend the 30 other nations who are already contributing troops to this vital effort. And it's a different effort than we had initially, but totally vital. In recent months, Germany, the United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia have all made financial commitments. The struggle against terrorism is a shared fight. We do it together. If we don't do it together, it can never be the same. Everyone must do their part and contribute their fair share. We must also recognize that immigration security is national security, and that foreign fighters must not gain access into our nations. We've been extremely tough on people that we think can be in any way working with or even be a part of radical Islamic terror. We've been very, very tough on that, and I hope every other nation is too. I just want to thank everybody in this room. This is a special group of brilliant people, and it's been an honor to work with you, and we will continue to work with you because, unfortunately, this is not going to be something that, as brilliant as our military is, knocking out the big sections, they'll still have tiny sections, can be so dangerous. But I want to just thank everybody, having the coalition, having the partnership, because it's really a partnership with you has been my honor. Our military has been incredible, and your militaries have been incredible. So it's an honor to work with you. We will be working with you for many years to come. I say that unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. We will work together for many years to come. It'll get smaller, smaller, and smaller. And someday, maybe we won't have to even think about this problem that is so prevalent today. Thank you all very much. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, folks, thank you very much for joining us and choosing us as your stream of choice. President Trump giving a speech to the ministers of the Global Coalition to Defeat ISIS. Right now, the president is going to join the rest of the attendees and talk about how they're all going to work together to defeat ISIS and Al-Qaeda and any of those other sects that are still in the area in Syria and also in Iraq and Afghanistan. So they're working very hard to make sure that those caliphates don't exist anymore. ISIS is pretty much decimated to the point where they're starting to break up into groups and they're starting to fight each other. We've seen reports of that. So stay tuned, folks, because this is just the beginning. More countries are getting involved, and we'll just have to see what's going to happen. So thank you so much again for joining us. Thank you so much for everyone that has shared the live stream on social media. If you guys missed the speech at any point, it's going to be uploaded onto the channel in just a few minutes. So make sure you guys share it on there too when that gets uploaded. Thank you so much once again, and I hope to see you guys here next time. My name is Jen from Golden State Times. Don't forget, there is a Trump rally coming up next week on Monday, the 11th. And we're going to be streaming it live from Texas. So make sure you guys join us. If you guys liked our coverage of this speech and the one right before that, and you are new to the community, then subscribe and click the notification bell. Hopefully YouTube notifies you. But if you want to get notified directly by me here at Golden State Times, all you have to do is grab your cell phone and text the word America First to 555-888. It's on your screen. 555-888. All you have to do is grab your cell phone and text America First to 555-888, and then you'll get notified directly by me instead of YouTube. But we do send notifications only when it's a very special event. The thing that we use to send text messages to everyone that signs up is extremely expensive. So we try to save it only for the very, very best and most important speeches of the president, like rallies, State of the Union, official addresses from the White House, breaking news, all that stuff. That is when we use the notification squad, the thing, the America First thing. That's when we use it because it's extremely expensive. So we try to just keep it for very special events. So just giving you guys a little disclaimer of maybe why you don't receive a notification every single time. It's because it's extremely expensive and we try to save it for the best speeches